That's the connection we're supposed to have. So when we can do that to anybody's life, my life should not be on display as a highlight. My life is on display as me because it's a part of my energy. My energy is going to put me on display anyway. It's cosmic. My energy is going to put me on display anyway. People just need to connect on deeper levels than this bullshit. And that's why I don't co-sign. I'm not with the drama thing anymore. It's for attention. I'm not with that because I just don't want to. I don't want to trick them and put the food in the medicine. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to be the medicine, nigga. And people who want it are going to take it. I don't need to force it. Nobody to tell nobody.
Yeah, you don't want to mask it as something else.
No.
Like, oh, I don't want to pretend like I'm doing this, but then slipping you the knowledge. You just want them to just get it by who you are, just being who you are, basically.
That's it. We say that life is acting because we're God pretending to be these characters. Okay. And then we also say we're acting as far as what we do in our day-to-day lives so that we can help people and program people, and we're sacrificing our lives to help them with theirs by acting as somebody completely different or being something that we're not. That's so retarded. When you really sit down and think about that.
Yeah. I always thought the whole pretending. That's what I said yesterday. I'm like, if
Chief was the only person being himself.
Huh?
Chief was the only person being himself. Everybody else being something that they think they need to be. Everybody else is aspiring. Everybody else is aspiring.
Yeah. I mean, you could look at the videos.
And that is the knowledge applied. That is the knowledge applied. You can't apply the knowledge and still be there. It don't make sense. Unless that's really who you are. Like people like True. Like he's got a Saturn in Leo. Mm-hmm. People like him is probably always going to be like they want to be right underneath somebody. They like that stuff. He got a Mars and Capricorn. The way they live, I think he got Aquarius moon. The way that they live, and he's super compatible with that. He's super compatible with that. That's where he needs to be. If he wants to be somewhere else, he can.
But it's surprising that you were there that long.
Supposed to be there. My energy's the opposite. I ain't nothing like True. I'm the opposite of Chief. As similar as we are in our charts, we're actually opposites in purpose.
Yeah.
He goes about it this way. I go about it this way. It's just like that. It's just yin and yang. It's just yin and yang. That's it. I go about it like this. He has to go about it like that. We're both just as valuable. If I sit here and I talk about his methods and they don't work, but that's not true because they do work. That's not true. His methods do work. It's just not the way that I'm going to do it. And it's not the way that I'm supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Me perpetuating the way he's doing it is me not being myself. I've done that enough.
Right. I'm surprised that you did it for so long, honestly, because just hearing how you talk and how like free you are and you seem like you're very aware of yourself, like it's surprising that you were doing it that way for so long when you've had the knowledge so long ago. You know what I'm saying? And I believe what you're saying is true. Like if you get the knowledge, how can you stay there and do it that way if you can't even if you can't even like
it's gonna make you change your life.
You can't even give an honest feeling.
You can't say no.
Yeah.
You can't even say no. And that's what you have to acknowledge, that if you're gonna go there, you're gonna be there, know that you're going to be a student. You're going to be a disciple. You're not there for your dreams and your aspirations. You're not there for those things. Now, I went through disciple and I went through student stages already. I'm done. I graduated. I graduated myself. You know how you graduate yourself? You apply the knowledge to your life. You be true and honest to your heart, regardless of what people think. I could be absolutely evil, but at least I'm honest and evil.
Yeah.
You know, and I'd rather be that than lying to my own heart and torturing myself every single day. So applying the knowledge is going to get you out of hell. Staying there for me was keeping me in hell. I had to get out. Other people, the truth, that's like a heaven. Stay. The women there, they might love it. That might be their heaven. Stay. Me, no. I had to go. I have a Leo North node. I am supposed to get out of the group. I am not supposed to be in a tribe. I am not supposed to be in a group. I don't even care to make one. I don't care to lead one. I don't even care to have a team. I'm me. You see what I'm saying? Everything that's supposed to be there is going to be there. I will continue to give from my heart every day as I walk all day. But I don't owe nobody shit.
Yeah. Well, you're right about that.
You appreciate me for who I am. I mean, you see what I'm saying? I'm right about me. It's just I'm just telling you about me. I can't tell you about no one else.
Because when you are in certain environments like that, then you start to rub off that behavior. You start to be mean and not nice. Because that's what people.
I started acting out of character a lot.
Yeah, like people started to from what I've seen, people started to say like Solar is doing this or he's doing that, and he's copying the evil behavior.
No, yeah, they gonna say that. They just always gonna say that. But the people who know me like, no, that's him. He's always been like that. Like, why do you think I didn't have any trolls from my family ever attack me online? Ever. I'm one of the few people. I've never had family members attack me online ever. Never had old friends come online and attack me ever. Why? Because I've always been the same dude. I've always been this guy. They're not surprised. They're like, oh shit. No, I'm not surprised at all. They thought I was gonna go to the Himalayan mountains to be a monk. Real talk. My mom, I was going to go to the Himalayan mountains and be a monk. I was literally actually going to do that. I just didn't want to cut my hair.
That was the only thing that prevented you was cutting your hair?
Yes. Otherwise, I would have been there first.
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of it just is people find like not knowing themselves and looking for themselves and who they are. Like that's kind of what that's kind of what I noticed. Like a lot of the stories when I was like looking at it seems like a lot of people were like battling sexuality, not really knowing who they were, and then going there and then being able to figure out like, okay, it's acceptable for me to have an urge to like, be with this person or be with a woman or be with this or that. And it seems like a lot of the gravitation with the men was based in finding themselves sexually, in their sexuality.
Say what I like. I mean, they gotta be a feminine man. They don't gotta be no like. I don't want no nigga. It gotta be how much you like, baby.
She's straight. What y'all think? Straight.
I'm similar. Like there's a moment in time where I tried to be bi, but I couldn't do it. I tried it, and I figured out.
Trying to make Chief happy was outshining his wives at the time. I was getting it to the point where Chief was addressing his wives in a way like, look at him and see how he takes care of them.
They said, are y'all bottoms or tops?
I'm definitely a top.
Top?
What does that mean? It means the match.
Do you give it up?
Oh, top.
You
take
top.
Booty or you? Nah, top. I ain't know. Top, nigga. That's what I was saying earlier. I was like, nah, I don't see myself. Nah, I am not getting
getting booped in the
I ain't getting my cheeks drilled like a drill, nigga. I ain't getting my shit drilled, nigga.
Nigga said it was straight.
It was straight.
You know what I mean?
It was straight. But like during that shit,
like a woman can have two husbands here. We never said that. As long as the guy bisexual and he with that, they could be together.
Right.
Support that.
That's where y'all headed.
Maybe.
How you thought about it?
Yeah, I thought about that shit. I was like,
You thought about what?
If my wife had.
Can a dude have a dude as a wife? Nah. You gotta have a wife and you can have a dude.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Let me find out what you are so I can do the opposite to you. That's how manipulators work. You have to break a person down in order to control them. With him getting those answers, Nature Boy, with his evil, is the type that will make all three of them bottom. Just because it's something that, one, they stated that they didn't do, and two, to break them.
To figure out, like, okay, it's acceptable for me to have an urge to like, be with this person or be with a woman or be with this or that. And it seems like a lot of the gravitation with the men was based in finding themselves sexually, in their sexuality.
Can I say this?
And finding acceptance in it. That's kind of what it sounds like or seemed like from the outside looking in. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta say this is that one thing that I did learn from Chief was that, you can have all kinds of desires and things in a moment and things you want to do. You could say that that's following your heart, but it's not. I went to Cognition. I figured out who I was by seeing everything I wasn't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Finding out who you are is letting go of who you're not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You already who you're supposed to be. So if you're trying to be this or you're trying to be that, and that's what happens in life, being yourself is letting go of who you thought you were supposed to be, of who you wanted to be, who you think you should be. All that social constructs I was talking about before that keeps us apart, that keeps our hearts from connecting. That stuff right there, that's the same thing that's keeping you from yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to know what Neek is like. I really want to know Neek. I could read your chart and I could figure out who you are. The thing is,
I'm dope as F. Okay, just know that.
I'm gonna see why you act where you are. I'm gonna see why you doing what you do. I'm probably gonna see the Libra in there. That's why you sexy stuff. Probably gonna see all kind of other cool stuff. And probably Gemini energy, Aquarius energy. You know, I mean, I can see things about you.
I don't know about all those other. I don't know about all those other Libra. I'm Aquarius. That's all I know.
I don't know yet.
I'm an Aquarius. I don't know anything about the Sailor Moon this and that. I am an Aquarius.
You got like 20 placements with not only placements, but you got houses for each of the placements. And you got aspects. And then you got you got calculating your elements, and you got your human design, and then you have like 50,000 forms of astrology. So you know what I mean? There's a million ways. My point to you in that was saying that, look, I can figure out who you are enough, but it's not the same at all as walking with you, talking with you, being with you. So I mean, it's up to the person. Like, that's why I can't care that much. I can't care that much because I can't do that much for everybody. I can only be me and be myself, and I hope that's enough. And if that's not enough, I'm sorry. I wish I could have been more for you. But
I mean, all you got in this life is to be yourself. You actually are doing a disservice not being yourself. So, I mean,
exactly.
it doesn't do you any good to try to be like anybody else unless you want to be where they are with the end result that you see that they have. So unless you want that result, then it's best to be yourself and be positive and be about, you know, the things that are good in life, because, you know, it's not really good to wither into like the dark side. And so
it's the same thing when I was online recently. It's not going to be like that forever. That's just because it's a sensitive time.
Right, but what I'm saying is, no. You said you asked me a question, and you said, "Do I think that you're crazy?" And do I think that, you know, like that? And I was telling you, no, I know that you're doing an act when you go on live because I spoke to you, and the reason why I brung up the reason why I brung up the first phone call is because when I talked to you and I was like, Solar, please stop with these damn riddles. And then you talk to me regular.
He was mad about that, though. Why was you so mad about that?
Because I know that you could talk regular. Like, I'm like, stop talking to me in them damn riddles.
You wanted me to give it to you straight.
I wanted you to speak to me like you speaking to me now. Like, this whole time that we have been talking, you have not been talking the riddles, the mental gymnastics, none of that.
Yeah, no, Chief had his bail hearing. All the guys have left. Things are different. I've gone through one or two things to solidify that I'm making the right moves. I'm really getting blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm in a position to where I can speak to you freely. And you know what? I had this crazy thought yesterday too. I was thinking about relationships and actually, funny enough, the relationship I had with Zoka, the relationship I had with Materi, and the relationships I had there, and it made me think of all the relationships I had prior. And I've noticed something. I was watching the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and I realized that we're so busy trying to be these characters, trying to fit into these social norms, trying to do the right thing rather than being real. And so these relationships I were in, they were so limited and they were so unauthentic because I was only using them for certain things and they were only using me for certain things. When the truth is, we love each other. We love each other so much, and we just want to show so much affection and love all day, every day. And we feel ashamed for that. And we turn that off, and we think that's wrong. I feel like now that I'm on this level and I'm out, in a sense, it's a sense of freedom. It's a sense of being out of that mental jail, that mental captivity. Like, I can think different now. I signed up for it because I decided to be a disciple. But now I'm out of that. I can see like, yo, if I was to love a woman, if I was to love on somebody now, it would be uninhibited. It would be no bars. I could give you all the love I want to give you. I can love you in a whole other way that I've never been able to love you before. The way that relationships I had with those women was like me to you talking in riddles. Because I can't say this, and I don't want to do that, and I don't want to trigger this, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to say. Everybody was like talking in. Basically, everybody was trying to please your chief or whatever, or ex-chief, whatever. I don't know what you call him, but
no, that's chief. He's always like, I'm always going to be a disciple because I learned something. That's never going to change.
Right, but what I was saying is, like, everybody was trying. You couldn't be like, it sounds like you were limited in your relationship because it's like, I don't want to tell you how I really feel or express how I really feel, because then when it's a real nigga moment time or something like that, then you're gonna blow up my spot, and you neither person can trust to be each other's confidant because you guys are told to tell on each other on how you feel, and you gotta put everything on Front Street.
I just wish I believed in love earlier. I'm glad I'm at where I'm at. That is what I'm gonna do. Unfortunately, the relationships I had to go through those sacrifices to get to where I'm at was with Joker and Chili. And Raw was there too. But I didn't like it like that. Joker and Chili are the only ones I genuinely love. And like that.
Do you think you would reconnect with either one of them to try to build a relationship?
Everybody was just trying to be right, bro. That's it. I would say it like that. Everybody was just trying to be right. Everybody was just trying to do the right thing. Terry loves me so fucking much, and so did Zoka, and so did I. I love them both the same way, and it's not about the monogamy, polygamy, whatever. It's not about that. What it was about was love and being true to yourself. And when I was with these women, I never gave them all of me because I'm playing a game with their mind.
Yeah.
Because they're playing a game with my mind. And if I was just being me truly, I would have just got hurt from giving so much love and not getting reciprocated. That would have been my hurt, not anything else. You see, because I was holding back so much love and because I was doing things like that, I got exactly what I got. They did too. They got exactly what they got. We decided to torture ourselves. We decided to lie to our own hearts. We decided to play ourselves to be right and to be accepted and to be correct and to gain success and money and fame and status. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bitch. I love you. I always love you. I always gonna love you. And everybody in my life, my mother, I don't care how much she called my Babylon mother, my genetic, but I love her.
You supposed to. She brought you in life.
My niece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even you, like, I want anything I have is just to be real. I just want it to be real.
If you guys are enjoying the video, hopefully you liked it.
I just want to be real, and I think that I'm tired of living the fake life. I think I've been living a fake life for about 5 years. I think that's a worthy sacrifice to have what I have now, to know what I know now and be who I am now. I would do it again.
Yeah.
But now I know, and as I proceed, I just know that bar, that is gone. That building, the whole jail that I was holding back, that whole building is gone.
Do you feel like you got another sense of freedom once you heard that he was still locked up?
No. I was going to do this anyway. This has been in the works, in the making, and this has been laying on my heart for probably like 4 or 5 months now. Since you've been in Atlanta, since you've been doing the acting thing. We had a meeting one time where we said, you know what? We're just going to focus on Chief now. We're not focusing on us no more. We're going to focus on Chief. We're not going to be focusing on us making our music and doing this. We're going to put all our energy into Chief. And if we put all of our energy into one space, we can guarantee success. Okay. That's a good tactic. Many people do it. Young Dolph and PRE, all record labels do that. They pick an artist, they want to back up, and everybody puts their energy behind that artist, and we kind of ignore the other artists for a while.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what we decided to do. And I'm like, cool, I'm with it, because I know what it takes to win, and I'm willing to do what it takes to win, right? I thought about it more. I don't want to win like that. I don't want to win like this. I can get it, we can get it, we become millionaires, we can get the biggest this and biggest that, and be like, see, wasn't it all worth it? I'm going to be like, no. My heart, I just lied to my heart forever. My shit empty. This don't mean nothing to me. I'll burn the money. I don't care about this stuff. I don't want the success. I don't want this fame. I don't even want the status. No, I'm not going to lie. I only want to talk to these people, man. Because I got what I got by lying to myself. And lying to the world about myself. Me personally, no. And it only turned into a lying about myself once we made that switch to just focusing on teeth, because that goes against my North Node all the way. I'm literally, and I've never done this, I'm barely doing this now for the first time. I'm supposed to give myself all the love I can give myself. I'm supposed to make myself the best, biggest thing, and I have to do that for me. No one else. I can't expect people to do that for me. I have to do that for me, and I'm not of service to the universe or humanity until I do that.
You feel more connection when you're like making music and doing the things that make you.
And then I put you.
Yeah, so you felt better connected to being able to do the things that you love while gaining the knowledge. But when you couldn't do that anymore, you felt more constricted.
Yeah, when I was no longer being a disciple and I started to become an employee, I left. My heart left. My mind left. When it became no longer about the knowledge and teaching and stuff like that, and it became a show and it became a campaign, I'm done. When it came about the lottery and money, I don't fucking give a fuck about a lottery. I don't care about money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm the opposite of Chief. I'm not saying he cares about money. We know what money is. We know how we need to use it and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, I'm the opposite of Chief. Chief is a Taurus sun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a Taurus Mercury in the 11th house, both. This is somebody who's about money with the group. And if you're with him, you're going to get money through him and his group. I could go over there right now and be taken care of. I can go over there right now and have a fat meal.
But how you going to do that if you said people wasn't even donating?
Because, and all I'm saying to you is that I'm the opposite of that.
Yeah.
I am a Scorpio North Node in the 5th house. That is the exact opposite of Taurus 11. I'm literally supposed to be doing everything opposite of what he's doing and how he's doing it. He can run a tribe and be the chief of the tribe. I just got to be the chief of me. And people are going to follow me because they want to, but they're not my tribe.
Yeah.
They're just people. And all of these people are going to be being themselves. I'm going to have zero control of these people's lives. I'm going to give them all the control of their lives. You know what I mean? I'm not taking, that's up to you. I'm not your therapist, I'm not your healer, and I'm not your chief. I'm me. And as I walk and as I talk and do what I do, I just might heal a person or two. I just might help. I just might be of divine purpose to somebody at some time. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But that's how I got to give it up. And I'm going to get the same amount of money, if not more, through me being honest with my heart, me meeting myself, and me connecting to people on deep levels from that space.
Yeah.
I want to connect to people from the space of, I know who the fuck I am. Oh, here's another little thing I noticed today. I was at the beach today. And I walked to the beach earlier, and I was walking around the beach. I said, I'm alone. I left the guys at the house, and I'm like, I want to be alone. I just want to be alone. I'm tired of feeling like I'm a part of a tribe and a team. Fuck that shit, nigga. I want to be me. Where can I be with myself? So I left, went to the beach, and I walked around by myself, and everybody's like looking at me, watching me do my yoga in the sand, in the sun,
mm-hmm.
at the water. They're sitting there watching me do the yoga, and I can see in the many people's faces, they want to talk to me. And so I had this thought. I'm like, oh, I get it now. I'm going to attract the people I'm supposed to attract.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hello?
Right here.
Yes, this is she.
Yeah, I can attract. I'm going to attract all the people I'm supposed to meet. I'm going to get everything I'm supposed to get. I'm going to find my dream girl. I'm going to find my more best friends. I'm going to find divine connections. How? Just by being myself and doing what I love to do. I put myself at the beach.
Uh-huh.
I was alone, and I had my music playing, and I'm sitting there stretching and going in and out the water. And all the people who were walking by and watching me.
Hold on, wait 1 second. Wait, Solar, hold on 1 second. Yeah, she went into more pictures, and what happened? But what were you saying before I answered the phone? You said that you're gonna find the love of your life. What'd you say?
Yeah, so I went to the beach and I just realized that I'm gonna find love in my life. I'm gonna find all the divine connection I'm supposed to have, all of that by going out there, being me, doing what I love to do in these moments. And every day and every minute, I'm not being me and I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not gonna meet those connections. I'm not gonna meet those people. I'm gonna meet people who are gonna show me I don't need to deal with them. I'm going to meet people to show me what not to deal with. The people who I'm supposed to deal with, I'm only going to meet them doing what I'm supposed to do. So you get into your purpose, you get into your bag, you will find what you're supposed to find. And I mean, you can have what you have now from not being in your bag, knowing people from outside of that. We're all on a journey. People fall off and people come up. Yeah. So, you know, it's all about discernment and just being honest with yourself and knowing when you've been honest with yourself while you was in your lower self and made a divine connection in your lower self, and it's something you hold on to this day. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's fun because it was authentic, it was real. But if you was out there acting and faking it, you have no idea who wants to talk to you. When I left and I left and I was free, you know how many people came in saying that they were scared to talk to me because they thought they were going to talk to a robot, or they thought somebody else was going to read the messages for me. People didn't think they could connect to me or talk to me.
I really didn't think that y'all had access to social media, to be honest. Like, I always thought that those accounts
You're not the only one. Yeah.
Huh?
You're not the only one, yeah. I mean, it might as well have been ran by somebody else.
Yeah, like, I did not think that y'all had access to your own accounts. I thought that, you know, because everything that y'all posted was about Nature Boy. So I'm thinking, like, they ain't running these accounts on their own. And if they are, they're being monitored. And you can only, I felt like y'all only had a limited amount of time to post shit. Then you got to set the phone down and not be able to talk and sneak. You know, like, I didn't think that y'all was able to talk on the phone or nothing.
I mean, that's kind of true. It's half and half because we've changed so much over time. We'll change day by day. We'll change week by week. We'll change month by month. Like, you know, I never know. But most of the time, no, it's kind of like that. But it's only for moments. Like, everybody's free. Like, I could go and talk on the phone all day if I wanted to, but I wouldn't be able to because we're putting all of our energy and focus into other stuff. I'm too busy to have a life.
How you can't have a life if he's telling you to be on the wall and shit?
And that's the thing. That was my life. My life, I chose to be a disciple. I chose to make a month. I chose to learn. So I went through things and I did things differently. That was complete
BS, though. In order to be a disciple, you ain't got to be up against no damn wall. That was some bull crap. All right, thank you guys for making it to the end of this snippet. This is a snippet from a 4-hour conversation that I had with Solar. He also talked about Zoka and the baby situation and how he felt in that moment. If you guys missed that conversation, look for the pinned comment down below. I'll have in the pinned comment, I'll post the link to the full conversation, and I'll post the link to the specific part of the conversation where he specifically talked about Zoka. Until next time, I'll see you guys on the next video. Y'all already know to shop my website. Go to www.neekatnight.com. You could get 40% off of lingerie and pajamas. If you want to get a discount off of your total purchase, use the code NIGHTOUT. Now, the code NIGHTOUT is not going to get you 40% off, but it will apply discount to other items if you don't want lingerie or pajamas. So you could use either or. Like, it doesn't let you use both codes. It only lets you use either or. So if you want to get lingerie and pajamas, use the code BLOWOUT and get 40%. If you don't want to get lingerie or pajamas and you want to get something else, put in the code NIGHTOUT and it will apply a cute little discount onto your total purchase. With that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video, and we will be back to regular scheduled programming tomorrow. Again, also, if you guys, like I said, if you want to see the full conversation, look down in the comments to get the links. If you guys want to see the conversation that I had with the other Carbonation member, True, definitely look on my channel and find those as well. And again, yes, you know, I know y'all getting tired of Carbonation stuff. We'll be back, like I said, to regular scheduled programming tomorrow with the news and the gossip.